Yo, what's up, guys? It's Stone World. Welcome back. Um, Aiga just happened like a week ago or something like that now, and I haven't gone through the entire thing. Gosh, I think both days are 11 hours long. So day one's like 11 hours, day two's like 7 hours or something. So no way I'm gonna get through all of those. I watched like the first few of the matches. Like I think Kenta Iwamoto. I watched like his first match. Who else had a match? A few other guys had matches, but yeah, I watched a couple of those first. They were all okay matches. Um, Here we're starting with Gianni Grippo first. I saw Gianni Grippo and I was like, let's hop in. I've been watching Gianni for a little bit, and I love his name. Great name for a grappler. I wanted to start with his match mainly because obviously he's fresh off UFC BJJ like road to the title. Yeah, he ended up losing the bracket to Carlos Henriques. I believe he got Anaconda choked in the second round. And I'm just excited to see what he does now that he's back. So let's get started with this. Let's hop in.
65-kilogram match. Here we see in
Nathaniel Jackson Fernandez from Acai Republic and Gianni Grippo from Al Leon, 65 kilograms. Gianni pulls guard.
Without any risk of incurring a penalty in the first 2 minutes of each 5-minute period.
Immediately, Henrique's keeping the elbow on the inside. In the knee cut position.
He has competed absolutely everywhere and on almost every event.
Gianni starts playing a stellar rebate game.
Many other accolades. Absolutely.
Looking like he wants to come under here.
We know what to expect, right? Gianni Grippo's always been known as this fantastic leg fighter. Great berimbolos, great entries from the legs, really good passing, great finishing. Loves the head and arm, loves the chokes from the back. Oh, now on the leg, but uses it to come up.
Fernandez like kind of goes back like he wants his own leg. Gianni tries to come up and then he's like, nah.
Do that without penalty. Because if there is one thing I've never seen Gianni Grippo do, is shoot the takedown.
You do see him, however, wrestle up quite a bit to back clinches, right? But maybe not from standing. Man, one thing I love, climbing up here, potentially looking for a triangle, try to punch that wrist inside. One thing I love about Gianni is, even though he doesn't
Gianni
need to win this match for Alioni to go forward, you can see the energy
starts the
coming
leg,
out.
comes through.
Come out and perform for himself.
It's still a bit of a
To continue that momentum going for
contentious position here. Oh, Gianni. He has that. Oh, he kind of loses his pressure. Oh, okay. Generates it regardless with foot's off the hips. Let's go. Belly's down and gets that. Good shit, Gianni. Good return. Just submits his opponent with what looks like a sort of like straight ankle ischemia, something like that. Belly's down on it, and he fucking gets that shit. Good shit, Gianni. Look at this ref, by the way. Ref looks like he wants your clothes and shit, like he just came out of the 31st century, bro. Like he just poured it in. Oh, fuck.
only 1 minute 52 of the weight division, over 91 kilograms in the purple. Felipe Andrew of Brazil in the black and gray. Daniel Schwartz, Andrew Leone. The final match between Acai Republic and Al Leone.
Oh, it was DeAndre Corbe. That was one of the first matches I watched too. DeAndre like finished his opponent pretty quick.
in the black and gray.
I
Daniel
think
Schwab
as well with the
from
footlock.
Australia.
Philippe Andrew, guys.
And
Where do we know him
Schwab.
from?
Oh,
Alright.
nice
From CJI.
action there
I
from
believe
the
he was in the
tie-up.
finals. He got
Manages to
bodied
cinch
by
it.
Nicky Rod. Nicky Rod made the easiest million of his life that day.
Height kind of saved him a little bit there. He's a very long and lanky competitor. Schwab is multiple-time ADCC veteran. He has a number of submission wins here.
Shout out to Schwad.
Felipe Andrews extremely well
Schwad
done.
Daniel John.
Most major tournaments.
I feel like his name should be
One thing we know
reversed.
about Felipe Andrews, he's a finisher.
Felipe Andrews trying to angle down for this. Schward is like, brother, we're going for that.
They're in a shootout here.
Schward is like, yeah, Schward is like, brother, if I'm going, you're going.
It looks like Felipe Andrews, due to that length, you know, of his body, that he had maybe the somewhat of the better leverage in that exchange, but Dan Schwab has multiple leg lock victories here.
Schward, I mean, in this position, I think I'd rather be Schward. He's got control over both the legs here. He's got one fully extended, and he's got one where he's pushing off right above the heel. Oh, Schward gets in on that. He gets in on that. He takes priority. Oh, Philippe can't go over, and he taps. Good stuff. Schward rolls right out of his shit. And to be honest, it looked like Philippe was... He was just going. He was trying to, like, get something going, and then Schward was like, well, I'll see which way he goes. And I'll, like, keep neutral as much as possible, and if he makes a bad rotation, which he did, he made a poor movement and he got subbed. That was rough though. When Schward had that heel hook and Philly tried to go over, and he stopped dead. He just couldn't. When you stop on the strength of your tendons, oh big boys, rest in peace. Oh God, Jesus fucking Christ. Good shit, Schward.
Multiple leg lock victories, and that is
corner represented Team Eurotrack. And his opponent in the blue corner represented Team Eurotrack.
Okay. Heikki Uusila. I learned of Heikki Uusila, I think it was not the last ADCC Championship Series, but the previous one. The ADCC that pretty much got me to step into like a jiu-jitsu gym, right? Gordon Ryan obviously went through, subbed everybody. I mean, he got like 2 like fucking record time finishes with heel hook. Heikki Uusila was in like the semifinal or something. And I just remember like Heikki just being huge, and just looking at Gordon. Gordon looks so small compared to him, and Gordon just treated him like he was nothing, bro. One of the things that I saw was not only that like Heikki performance by Gordon, but the Victor Hugo performance. I was like, yeah, this guy Victor is huge. Heikki, he looks big, but he looks like a power lifter, right? He looks like, oh yeah, this guy might gas out. Like, even though you can tell he has a lot of strength, he might just gas out and be done. Victor Hugo looked like he was in much better shape for his relative size. And the fact that Gordon just cut through his fucking guard is insane.
It's really fun to watch because
It's absolutely insane. But it also speaks to how fucked jiu-jitsu is, that even though Gordon got to the prime fucking position, like, Victor Hugo was still able to, like, fucking shuck him off, and Gordon had to go through the game all over again.
I think once they get rocking and rolling, it's going to be either some loud slams in here from some takedowns, or potentially almost going off the
This,
mat.
Puya Ramani guy.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see a guard pull. I don't think.
Um,
The guard pulling type, and
This wasn't the guy who's at Euro Trials, right? I think that may be a different guy. CGI Euro Trials.
It's interesting to note too because they
Euro Trials. By the way, it's like July 6th, July 7th, and Euro Trials still hasn't dropped on YouTube. And that should happen time ago. We already know the results. Like, when is that going to come out? I felt like that was going to come out a lot sooner. I heard it was wild. There were some Insta live streams and whatnot, but I expected to see it sooner. Like with Lachlan, it was live streamed, right? So we got that as it came. Long live stream, holy shit, yeah. I watched like the first little bit because I was up at ungodly fucking hours. But then, yeah, after a little bit, I had to shut it off. Came back to it the next day with the homies, and we rounded that shit out. The choke, a choke that I've been kind of working in the gym, kind of got used in there, where it's like you're kind of working from the top position. He's in the side. You got him in like a smash half guard, and you're building up past his head and shoulder, and then you wrap it up like this, and then you squeeze like this from the back, from the top half. I'm gonna see, yeah. That choke I saw get used in CJI, and I was like, boom. My homie recognized that. He was like, yeah, you've been trying to hit that. I'm like, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. The the Anaconda, the head and arm choke is really just like a darling choke right now. Everybody's using it no matter the rule set. So if you have a submission that you can just apply from scramble or anything, like most of the time I end up in a scramble and I have to look to either get to my opponent's back or flatten them back out again. Like, why when I could do like a low cost submission from like this position right here, and you know, if he wants to defend it, he has to give up his back or he has to flatten himself out. He has to go one way or the other. So why not, there you go, threaten with a submission and then either finish the submission, worst case scenario, he flattens out or he goes to his back. Or sorry, he flattens out on his back or he goes to turtle.
That was a really nice chain wrestling from a big man.
And, you know, like I said, they usually have your leg, like, at least when I'm in this position, they have my leg caught in between both of theirs on one side. So from that position, like, I feel like you're kind of, the person's on top is past the corner to, like, if you do go to your knees, if you do try and go to turtle, he's going to beat you to hooks.
Oftentimes, especially with heavier people, you see the mistake of them trying to cut the angle, but they're too high. They're not underneath the person's hips. So, yeah, really great technique there. And now we're going to get to see a little bit of Heike's guard work. He has a strong knee shield with that left leg.
Heike's looking, he's looking a little small, you know. He's not ADCC season, you know. He's not. Looks great though. These are the kind of guys I'm trying to grapple with. Like, if you go into the average jiu-jitsu gym, unless you're in like a big city and it's a really popular gym, there's not too many like really like huge guys. And if they're huge, they're usually tall and lanky. They're not like tall and like as fucking wide as they are tall. For reference, I'm like 6 foot, like 240 pounds, 237, and there's only like 2 dudes at our gym that are over 6'3", and they're both like one of them's really strong even though he's lanky. The other one kind of just plays grappling and kind of feels exactly how he looks, tall and lanky. Like, one of them's 6'5", the other one's 6'6". The 6'5" guy is the stronger guy. Physically. His jiu-jitsu game is more developed as well, but like just physically he feels a lot stronger. Yeah, it's just hard. It's hard to get big guys to fight. Because if they're actually that big, then why don't they just, I don't know, literally do anything? Any other sport, but like when it comes to things that don't pay money that you can do, you know, for fun, you can power lift, you can go do CrossFit or whatever. Though I don't think that necessarily being a big guy is good for CrossFit. I think being like a more average size might be better, just because the amount of endurance, I would guess. You've never seen me in a CrossFit school, I don't know if you could tell. Hey, he just heavy on the overhand. Yeah, but I just want access to big guys, you know?
I feel like
I gotta travel around more.
Now that he's got that out of the way, that first takedown, he's felt what Heike's defense is like. No, he seems just a little looser now. Maybe a little more ready to go. The other thing we have to consider is this. That first round was like a warm-up for these guys because they walked.
I know, and like these guys are now like it's round 2. They know they've got 4 minutes left, and they're big guys. Like I felt it too, like in a tournament where I'm just trying to fight for the head and arm. Maybe I'll try like foot sweep if I can get a Kazushi or something. Like, oh, that was good by Puya. I feel like Heike had a chance to peel there and counter, but he was probably like, whatever, I'll just get back to my guard instead of trying to fight, stay on top, wrestle, and blow up my gas tank. So I get that, like,
So great. 2 times.
I would always be like, shoot the takedown, and then I started competing, and I was like, yeah, like, it's competition at the end of the day. You have to do, like, the most efficient thing to get to the end goal, which is victory. And yeah, you just don't want to wrestle constantly, especially if you're a big guy. You just gas out so quick. And once you gas out super quick as a big guy, and the other guy's a big guy too, but he's not gassed, it's like,
his upper body back, so he does a really great job with
better
that.
hope them frames is framing, homie.
We see more and more.
Heike's kind of crushed now. He's smashed. He's on his back.
Because it is hard to finish glass doubles on heavyweight guys. It is hard to just pick up a leg. It is hard to snap.
Oh, Puya tries to come in, and he's in him out. Let's go. Let's go.
He did it right before the points came into effect, so unfortunately he gets no points for that guard pass directly into the mount.
But he's got a good position. Heike needs to spend energy here to... Oh, Puya hanging around the head. Maybe he might be trying to...
The underhook there on the right-hand side. Now almost like switched to a double.
Okay, Heike's got a hand across the waist. Now he's gonna look to get to the best bucking position. Heike's got to his side. Now this choke that I'm talking about is like if Puya could feed Halki's arm through or bait him with some sort of thing here to get his hand through, then Puya can start climbing his hand up through here, put his hand through Halki's shoulder, tighten that up, and then he can use the other arm to lock it up. So instead of him needing to flatten Halki out, or get Halki to come to force Turtle to give up his back, he can threaten submission from here. Puya's got a good base here. I like this. He's got his triangle base here. Very Pythagoras coded.
Smart. We see a lot of great grapplers shift back on the hips like that when they fear that there may be risk of going back.
Halki's pulling in on that leg. I wonder what he's thinking. I was thinking maybe he was going to get a butterfly.
Something interesting to note, that Puya has not taken
try and kick him off.
Heike at any time in that sequence. He's always making his opponent carry his weight. Very tiring, very draining, and again that kind of high tripod passing position that we saw just like in the first round, but now
okay, that's good. This is good by Halki. Puya kind of had to, he did a little movement scramble. He kind of had to move backwards from there. Yeah, if I was Heike, I'd he's got 1 round left. Maybe he's betting for a finish in the 3rd round.
Sometimes it's hard to tell from the outside because we think of the frames as getting tired of the arms when you're pushing away, but really what's fatiguing over and over is Heike's left leg, his knee shield, his...
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, he's got to be totally burnt out. Like, well, he's going to start burning out like crazy. And then when he scrambles, if he scrambles, that's going to be the first thing to go.
I think many people would melt stuck underneath Puya Ramani like that. Is absolutely a great...
I mean, yeah, like, what's her name? The lady on commentary, what's her name?
Like Puya was even thinking about backstepping onto that leg from Nika here.
Shout out to her. She be grappling. But yeah, I would say Halki, maybe he needs to fix in some trying to move under. I would have at least threatened going under when Puya was so high there. Like, now Puya's just trying to break him down. He's trying to get out to the side here. I would honestly not. I would not let Heike try and get this knee back. He gets into side control.
Side control. That's a guard pass, and that's points on the board.
So I don't know how they scored it for the first round. I'm pretty sure there were no points. I'm not sure if it's ref decision or judge's decision for the rounds if there's no scoring. But if I was Heike, I would not be stressing about this. I would look to blow it in the last round. Just like I think one thing is like he needs to focus on his breathing right now really hard. Just like sit still, calm his heart rate, and
There's Heike Jussler.
he needs to make a movement. He needs to put Puya behind. He needs to beat Puya around the corner, set up a situation where he's at least going to beat him past the post.
Look at that right hand. That is really his
Good
right
stuff by
hand in
Puya.
combination with him running to the right side.
He
Because
tried to do
it's
the
almost
chop
like
down.
turns
Halki
that
kind of like
position,
he
that
peeled
single
it,
into a knee tap,
and
but
right
instead of
here
trying to
like
get an underhook,
Heike did have a chance for a counter. Puya was on that leg, and honestly, Halki seemed like he wanted to be late. He wanted to play bottom.
I mean, we know how good
He wanted to play some
wrestling
bottom.
is, right? It's
So
the national sport of Iran for a reason. And Puya Rahmani now into the world of grappling and jiu-jitsu, using that pedigree to great effect. But backing it up with some solid jiu-jitsu.
everybody wants to hit me
as
up, bro.
well, right?
Absolutely.
Everybody wants your ball.
All right, so we head into the third round now. There's a lot of pressure on Heike at this point because he has to get a submission in order to win this match. Otherwise, Puya's going to take it. He has two victories in the first round and the second round.
Is that Big
So
Dan?
they do go through the third round if submission would win it.
Is that Big Dan over there?
But if without that, even if it's
My boy Dante Leon behind him.
Yeah, that's correct. Whether Heike wins by points or whether this round is a draw.
Dante Leon and Max Henson don't train too terribly far from me. Not too terribly close, but not too terribly far.
Oh, look at that.
Those are guys I'd really want to face, especially Max, because he's a bigger guy.
Showmanship.
Bigger guy than Dante.
Heike Jussler's takedown attempt.
I would love to face Dante, though.
I tried to win you, but
He beat up,
He's a big personality. He's a lovely guy. Very quiet, very respectful.
he beat up Ethan Krellinston,
Yeah.
who's another Canadian guy. And Ethan got pretty sad about it.
Love to
I
see
remember that.
some more of that wrestling that
But
we've
honestly, if
seen
you
so
lose
far.
to a guy like Dante,
Effective with it.
like, it's just a learning experience. I mean, that guy is just so fucking solid.
But, Team Magera
I believe at the last ADCC, he submitted Mika, right? Super quick times.
and, has
In the
access to
absolute, I
some
believe.
high-level jiu-jitsu there
Which is
in
just
Bayern, of
crazy.
course, the UAE, one of the global leaders in jiu-jitsu. So many amazing, talented.
There aren't very many Canadian fighters, but where there are Canadian fighters, they're either literally the bottom of the barrel journeymen, or they're like actually good examples. People who are worthy of studying.
And Pedro Mourinho, two of the Kasai team members, they could potentially face
Oh, these
off
guys are
in the
gassed.
final.
Halki looks gas.
Number one champion.
Yo, if I was Heiki, I'd do some shit where I make like a sauna
Puya's had access to a
where I
lot
put
of
mats on it and I put the sauna up and I just be shooting. I just be shooting while I'm in the sauna. Turn that bitch up, you know? Shoot while I'm in the sauna. Air 9 in the fucking sauna.
see that right hand collar tie again for Puya. We saw him use that again, or saw that earlier to set up some of his single leg attempts. Had a little bit of a look at a blast double there, but Heike had some good distance management, was able to keep him away. Puya does a great job of continuing.
That's why people like when big dudes can like punch and kick, because like
Puya's collar tie.
big dudes have a pretty good sense of how things will go, right? Like you just really never want to go bottom because you might not get up again. Guy doesn't even have to be that good. You might not get up again. So like everybody's just scared to shoot. Nobody wants to shoot. It costs so much energy to shoot, and if you get behind, now you just dumped all of that. Especially when you're a big guy, and if you get into this kind of match where you're pulling, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, I'm just gonna spend it. You know, you could really shock your body, like with that increase in heart rate. Especially if you end up on bottom after that. At least if you end up on top, you're like, all right, let me try and stabilize position and regulate my heart rate. But if you're on bottom, you're like, the best time to get out of bottom is as soon as you get into bottom. So, yeah. Puya is honestly showing that he came into this match with better conditioning than Heiki. Heiki Yusula, that's a great name, I'm sorry. So is Puya Rahmani. But like, I feel like I've met a few Puya Rahmanis, you know? I haven't met too many Halki Yusulas. Or Heiki. I always call him Halki. Halki's a good one too.
It hasn't saved him though. Puya is just. He's just
Eurotrash is a great name for a team. He smashed again, man.
It would be helpful to keep a little bit of space.
I wonder if maybe it would even be worth to
Extend their leg and keep them from advancing to the pass.
for Heike to just move to a position where
Connected on top, it almost keeps you locked
he
into that
lets
because
Puya, like he stops this lockdown on that leg and just tries to switches to full butterflies.
Just the positional awareness to close the space from the top.
Switches to a butterfly there. I mean, he's tired, but yeah, now he's kind of, you can't allow him to hook in here. Like when he had that leg in front, he should have switched it to where the leg was fully on the outside and he could create another shield. And Puya, because he's free, he's going to try and shoot over. So it's going to create another scramble moment where he can mess up. Heike was doing good there. Unfortunately, he let go of the single. He could have wrestled up from there. Heike looks donezo. He looks like he's cooked. He looks like he's like 30 seconds left until I don't get subbed. Probably how I'd feel if I was under Heike. Just kidding, Heike. I'd take you. Somebody set up the match.
I mean, this riding right here.
Just get up, bro. School of Derek Lewis. Just get up.
Something that he's obviously developed in his many years of wrestling, not just in freestyle, but of course he's also participated in some of the local native kind of styles. He's wrestled in dirt pits in India and everything, and he wrestles his way.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Puya takes that, bro. I mean, just look at him. He looks like he's in better condition. I've seen Heike look way better before. Like, way better. I've seen this guy look like a monstrosity. You know?
So, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the point system.
Heike's rash guard looks good.
Representing Williams Elite Team in
European Union, you know. Notwithstanding.
Supriya Ramani with that. Won the 2023 Aiga Champions League, part of that winning squad. And if in the green, our third match now between Real
Okay.
Team and
We got Gabriel fucking Souza versus Hejrat Khan Rashid. 65 kilos.
we have Rashid
Gabriel Souza, a guy known for beating Mikey Musumeci. Then Mikey recently got him back in a one match. Yeah, Gabriel made a really bad choice in that match, and he just immediately got isolated by Mikey, and he really tried to muscle through the positions, but he just got cast slicer. I feel like he should have tapped way earlier. Like, that looked fucking rough. First time I ever saw Mikey mad, he was like, I submitted him easy as fuck. Like, he literally said that. And I think that's like the camp or the match he got a black eye from, and he was doing all that black eye fucking photos. And then quickly he went over to the UFC and he did a bunch of photos for the UFC with that black eye as well for his Philippe match. Philippe Andrew or something like that. Yeah, that was really fucking funny because me and my friend were watching that one live, and like after we saw that Gabriel Souza hopped on Insta Live, and he was talking all this like, oh, Mikey's not really the nice guy you think he is. You know, Mikey's acting. Which maybe there could be some of that to the acting, like acting super like ADHD or like autism. But like, I honestly felt like there was a lot of Gaza coming out of his mouth. Out of Gabriel Souza. And then Gabriel Souza drops this legendary line where he's like, at least I have a girlfriend. And that's when me and my friend started dying. I was like, yo, he just whipped out like a grade 6, grade 7 line on his ass. Like, that truly shows the fucking social adeptitude of these grapplers out here. Their social skills are obviously peaking. Gabriel Souza kind of came up on top here, made it happen. Regardless, you know, of his, you know, precarious statements. Gabriel Souza is legit, man.
we find him.
He's
in
legit,
a
he's legit, he's
much more
legit, he's
dominant
legit.
position than he would have
I
been
loved
when
his
he
match
first
with
came
Owen
in.
Jones, the last ADCC. He got dummied by my man Owen Jones. I believe he got
Looking to replace
armbarred.
that underhook, though, you can see is
Yeah, I just think Owen Jones is like one of the fucking best in the world right now in his weight class. I really want him to fight Mikey. I think he's the guy to take the belt off Mikey. And then, you know, God willing, inshallah, fucking, he takes that belt. Owen Jones takes that belt. Mikey moves up in weight. But,
that was so smooth from Gabriel to use that to expose the back and
Gabriel's doing good here.
Seatbelt grip.
He's winning these scrambles. If there's a movement, he's gonna make sure he's in the better position, the more dominant position.
Rashid's hip positioning and movement is so great.
Oh yeah, by the way, like a month later, fucking Fionn Davies was on her Snapchat with a different guy, so she probably didn't think that was too chat of a statement either, Gabriel.
He is going to score for this. 3 points.
And he finally gets the position. Rashid Khan with the
All I'm saying is I'd take Gabriel Sousa's back.
You know, had a great ability to rotate his hips.
We're gonna start from the back. Excellent.
When necessary, and kept him safe for quite a while, but
2 minutes, 8
course,
seconds to work.
Just one step ahead, finds himself to the back, and he's already looking to finish. He may try to go belly down. Look how he's really driving those hips in. This could go belly down, or it could end up in the
He's got a fucking torture rack on him right now.
Rashid's defense and the control there of the arm really ensured that he went belly down, and I love that we see that from Gabriel Sousa. I think that is so smart. Anytime you can put someone on their stomach and sprawl into them, that is the most dominant position in jiu-jitsu. It is the hardest position to defend because you're face down in the mat. And I don't think we see it utilized enough. I think
that's my fucking, that's my white girl spitting right now.
Really shows, I think, Gabriel's not just his experience, but his desire for complete dominance when you're looking for that belly
Let's
down
go. Oh. Just finish that, Gabriel. Just finish that. That's a choke if you're over a certain amount of weight. Or a strangle.
But Gabriel Sousa, I love what you said about this dominance here. It really is. And he doesn't just chill here. He's so active in attacking.
Yo, it's that other guy.
He was looking at the brief look at the
I know that guy. The guy with the bleached hair. He's from like Wales, right? Someplace like that. Old Fionn's homeland.
Now pulling up on the chin, arm underneath. Oh, this looks bad. This looks deep.
Oh man, that's under. Oh,
Welsh be like, we was Romans and shit.
Rashid's hand fighting and his defense here is so amazing. That's hard to believe.
And Rashid actually kind of getting his shoulder between their body now and has managed to undo the body triangle. He goes into the mount. That's not a great position to be, but it's probably better than where he was just now.
Yeah. But you see Gabriel finish arm triangles quite a bit. He's
Gabriel's climbing that arm up, continuing to consolidate the position.
Really had to fight to put this on quick.
Once again, back to back, we got Euro trash team members flattened out on their back. Now Gabriel's just kind of like, you know, giving him a jolly old ride.
And there is the end of the first round. Gabriel Sousa, 5-0.
Salmon Rolls, Key Brothers.
We see
Walk in.
Machado and Lucas Lira in the corner here, resetting with Gabriel Sousa before they come back. And we've got, of course, the Euro trash guys as well, working. And oh, look at this replay. That was that take. He finally got his way to the bag after so many looks at pass and back control.
Yeah, Rashid Khan's movement, specifically referring to the hip movement in that sequence, I think was what really held off the back take for so long, right?
Yeah, absolutely. He backed him multiple times, hit his cage so many times, right? And at the end, just one of the most dominant big positions. Not quite enough time to get the finish there, but really showed a lot of Gabriel's bread and butter through this first 5 minutes. He is a great back control guy, but he often finds himself switching to the mount from the back, finishing those arm triangles. Very classic Sousa style.
False start.
And here we go.
Who's that coaching? Quadish. Alright, bro. Nice. Oh, Kajak comes to the top. No way he just spent himself on that. Come on, step over, Gabriel. He gets kicked to the side. Open that up. Open that arm up. He doesn't have it. No way! He tried to make the match exciting. He tried to fucking get one on his opponent. And, I mean, there you go, right? It's not just gassing yourself. A lot of jiu-jitsu is just creating game overs. So when you create a scramble, like, the amount of stuff you have to think about, both guys, it lends itself to a lot of instant game over counters. Yeah, I mean, that's just a feels bad, right? Like,
He doesn't need to make a big advance. He goes for it. He always goes for it. And sometimes you pay the price for
best
that.
you can do is
Great
pray.
defense
I don't
there.
even think he needs to study the
Hard.
tape for that. He knows exactly what went wrong there.
What an upset.
It is what it is. It just happens. Yeah, he's not that upset, bro. He's not that upset. Happens. He dominated his opponent, and then he shot and he made a mistake. That happens so much. You know how many times in the gym, a 1 hour long class, I see dudes shoot and immediately get guillotined, immediately get darsed, immediately get choked out.
Well, that is by far one of the biggest upset victories I've ever seen at Aiga, and is definitely a shock victory in
This guy with the bleached hair.
this series.
Who did he fight? I think he fought Baby Shark? He fought Baby Shark and he got a lot. What is Baby Shark? I'd love to see Baby Shark versus like Mighty Mouse or something. That'd be like a CJI match, eh? But I don't know. Mighty says he wants the gi, doesn't want no gi, doesn't want get his ACL and shit torn up. Makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. I would just do a match with no heel hooks, only strained ankles. Like, I'm sure nobody's gonna care if Mighty is like, alright, just don't, like, if you get a heel hook, bro, please don't tear my shit. Like, it doesn't matter if you give me like 100 million for the match, bro, don't tear my shit. Because Mighty, he's got money, his YouTube is doing crazy numbers right now, so guy doesn't need money. He's gonna continue to generate money. He's gonna make 100 grand before he even steps out of the house. I wonder whoever said that. I'm not sure whoever said that. Bit of a quaint saying though. What about that Tom Aspinall, boys? Undisputed heavyweight champion. Funny accent too. Seems like a nice guy.
The way he walked around and used his belly to push the head of Gabriel Souza down, and the crank on the neck as well. There was no way out of that. High-risk guillotine for the win.
Good stuff.
Match number 5 now in the under 83 kilogram division.
Okay, we got Oliver Taza.
Up against Pavel Jaworski.
Yeah, up against Pavel Jaworski. There was a Jed Hugh versus Jason Nolf that happened before this, after the previous match. But like 100%, I'm just not interested in watching Jason Nolf grapple. I agree with people that say he's been put in the deep end right off the rip. I agree with that. There's absolutely no shame in having the record that he has in submission grappling. I just really don't think he has entertaining matches, bro. I don't think he has entertaining matches. And this is like 11 hours long.
Very dangerous leg locker. And interestingly, I popped in, I kind of like took a little sneak look at the nice leg entry there from Jaworski. Taza disengages, but I took a little look at the training session for Williams' team the other day.
Taza just wants, yeah.
And Taza told me that he's actually signed up.
Taza looked like he was going rabid over that leg for a second.
This match because he wanted Pavel. Because he knew that the guy was a great leg locker, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to fight that guy.
I mean, it makes sense, right? You're well versed in that game, which means that like if you can beat his game, he's just probably going to be less good at other stuff, right? Plus you're going to have destroyed his confidence and surely some of his stamina.
He was at his gym there in Malaga, Spain, and one of the days Pavel Jaworski was teaching his false sweep system. I got a brief glimpse at it. It is high level. It is very effective, and he's really good at it.
Taz is good at floating on the knees, man.
Another another young Polish leg locker. There's
Young
something in the
Polish
water
leg
for
locker.
others.
Wow.
Mateusz Szczecinski,
I mean,
Kamil
I wonder
Wojtko,
why
Paweł
that's
Tucholsky.
happening.
Definitely some interesting technical developments coming out of Poland. But look at the answer here from
I mean, I was just talking about Dante Leon and Max
getting a
Henson.
little bit deeper into
Now,
the
I'm not sure if those guys have gone to TriStar or not, but
again from Taza.
Yeah,
they are kind of building up their own thing. I think they're out in Kitchener or London or some shit,
It's so interesting to me.
which is kind of off to the west a little bit, southwest from where I'm at in Toronto.
Because you really get to
Um,
study how athletes are in these high pressure situations. Because
And usually the big fighters come out of like TriStar, which I believe is in Montreal.
We'll get to see
Usually, even if you see a guy who's performing well in a specific sport or something, or he's from Canada, he might even have trained out of fucking, or sorry, if he's like doing Muay Thai fights in like Thailand, and he's a Canadian fighter, he might be from Montreal, he might be out of TriStar. Like, I haven't seen that crossover, but usually Canadian fighters, grapplers, come out of that TriStar camp, or at least they've trained in that place, they've been in that house.
As a phenomenal leg locker himself, right? And we're not seeing two guys
Ethan Krellinston's from that camp.
playing footsie here. We're seeing a
I believe he's
classic
like
versus
from
classic
TriStar
versus
to
leg
Renzo
locker.
Gracie to like DDS to B Team. I think that's
Like you said there, you
that
mentioned
was his
some
evolution.
plays that really rings true. High pressure situation. And you're right. It's often the athlete who, like you say, those mid-match adjustments, who can make the necessary technical adjustments mid-match.
Okay.
They're the ones who can usually secure a victory. But in a match as close as this, Kendall, it could take 1 round, it could take 2 rounds. It could take
Taz is pulling on the head. Oh. I mean, Powell looks strong, man. He looks bigger than Taza, and it's like those hands are obviously serious because he's been tripping Taza. Though Taza has been waiting in. Taza is. He wants to. Loki, it looks like he wants to embarrass Powell a little bit, right? Like, he wants him to be like, yeah, go get your leg isolation. I'm going to counter leg lock you from here. It looks like it's what his strategy is right now. Like, all of this right now is, like, it's just to annoy Powell. Like, and Taz is playing it where he's like, I'll cut a corner. If you're stupid, I'll come through. But, like, you know, I'm really cutting a corner to see if he'll invert, do anything.
The Williams Elite team, they were formerly known as the Modolfo team. We saw them in action in the 2023 Champions League. They were the champions. They were the overall winners of that tournament. They beat Asahi Republic in the final in December 2023, right here in Almaty, Kazakhstan.
If there was some time left, I think Oliver Taza might have hugged down there and tried to consolidate position, but after hearing 30 seconds left, you don't really want to spend any like muscular endurance when you can't make an opportunity for yourself. That guy's in like his rash guard. The guy from Wales on the right is like, he's in his rash guard and fucking jeans, like some acid wash jeans. That'd be fire. I'd love to see a guy compete in that.
If they can win the entire tournament, it would become the first ever Aiga Champions League 2-time champions. It's basically the same team, just with a different name, but interesting to see that Taza went to his corner for all of 20 seconds, and then it's a quick swig of water, and he's right back out, walking around the mat, ready to go.
He knows what he needs to do.
For these guys, especially if they're used
I'm sure he's looking at Powell as like somebody he can get a victory on early on.
For sure. Yeah, 5 minutes goes by very quickly, but I do think that our athletes are really
Giancarlo Bidonche.
in the sense that they can adjust their game based
Shout out to
on
Giancarlo, guys, for real. Giancarlo is seriously fucking skilled. Seriously fucking skilled.
So I think we see a lot
His
of
match against J-Rod, great.
going for submissions, and you don't have as long to
J-Rod's a beast, but Giancarlo Bidoni just showed that it's a fucking mental game.
change your approach.
Giancarlo is a physical specimen too.
He's got pretty long arms, actually, for his
But he showed that, you know, jiu-jitsu isn't necessarily all traits,
effectively. Now he's looking to try and pick an ankle.
you know.
Enters now. A nice long step.
As I think his training partner Gordon Ryan has stated, even though Gordon Ryan does steroids, he just fights guys that are like physically superior to him.
And there's one thing I'll say about that first round, Kendall, is that
Remember, like 5 months ago, people were like, Nikki's the guy to beat Gordon. Nikki's the guy to beat Gordon. And then not even Nikki says that shit now that he's been beat a few times.
very much
Like, since then, since his little run.
initiator and the
Yeah. I feel like his little hype run ended as soon as he fought Victor Hugo on WNO. And he lost to Victor Hugo on WNO. I was like, whoa, isn't this way too soon after your last one to fight Victor? I haven't necessarily seen in his film that he's necessarily diversified. I think he needs to develop more as a complete jiu-jitsu player to beat somebody like Victor Hugo, who has such great jiu-jitsu fundamentals. But yeah, he lost to Victor Hugo.
good work from Jaworski, but again, Taza has the answer for that false route.
I feel like he had another match that's pretty eventful. I think he had a match with Kainan Duarte. He might have actually won against Kainan, but Kainan's like one of these guys where it's like Kainan will lose every single super fight on the planet and then go win back-to-back ADCCs. And like, if you ask me what's harder, winning a super fight or winning a tournament, I think winning a tournament's obviously way fucking harder.
Now, Taza has sacrificed his base here. His leg
Yeah.
is completely trapped inside.
Unless it's a no time limit match. If it's a no time limit match, then you could have more hours grappling than tournament.
Yeah, I think they were just mentioning something about
Condition is even more sensitive.
This is
By the way, look at Powell. Powell's like,
that Jaworski has had so
he's making Taza regret
Taza has to really
taking the attitude into this match that he
this
has.
sequence.
Yeah, he needs to act right. Taza needs to be cat-like, because Powell,
face of frustration is a little confusing to me because I'm not sure if he's
Powell's
frustrated
kind
about
of
the position
beating
or if
him.
it had something to do with the
Beating him to
reset
all
or
these
the material or
positions.
something like that. Maybe, it's hard to tell from here not being able to hear them.
I feel like maybe that he's upset with himself in getting caught in this position
I see.
because he's been doing his best to avoid it so far. He did so for a solid 7 minutes,
Yeah.
and now this is a very, very deep.
This is round 2, there's 2 minutes left, so I'll have to see. Taza needs to not get subbed. He's trying to smash Powell
He's doing a
here.
great job of keeping his weight down through his opponent.
What even is this leg position right now? His legs must be fucking just on Powell's crotch and ass right now.
To the
Taza's doing well, though, to keep him in a position where he can't really extend. Yeah, see, every time he looks like he's gonna get isolated to, like, an open end, he's trying to keep him in here.
cinching that triangle.
And we'll see how long Powell can stay condensed up.
Nice head
Okay,
control
yeah,
from Taza.
yeah. Now Taza's gonna make him pay here. Taza's gonna keep him condensed here. Powell's probably gonna wanna work to loosen, work to get something going on here.
Powell trying to extend his hips, maybe to knock Oliver back.
The problem is that whatever Powell can do from here, he'll likely have to give up a little bit more on his leg isolation. Is that Taza's foot there that Powell's yanking on? Looks like it probably is. Maybe Powell can make it, mutually unpleasant.
That makes it difficult for Pavel.
Crossface looks good. I can only imagine how good it is. That looks like Powell's trying to make Taza tap to this side knee bar pressure. Taza
so solid in this position.
Taza is determined not to tap from a leg lock in this match, and I think I see that from his attitude. I feel like he wanted Powell because Powell was supposed to be an easy target for him.
Has not presented itself.
Taza's been having a lot of fucking competitive matches, man. Like, a lot of competitive matches. He's not bodying people like he was in the past. But, like, I feel like jiu-jitsu players have just gotten so good. Like, the ability to just, like, pirate instructionals and just grind shit out. The amount of videos, like, mental models in BJJ, like, here, use my AI tool to learn all the outcomes, counters, and whatnot, and everything.
Contested match.
It's like, people are just gonna keep getting better and better and better and better. And I feel like it's like we're coming back to, like, full fucking... full actualization, full synthesis of, like, all the martial arts again. I believe in what Faraz Zahabi says when he thinks that grappling in the end is going to win out, because with all these scenarios, like, all these scenarios people keep working as people start studying these more and labbing these, spending time in the lab, not just saying, oh, it's mat time, let's just get some mat times and scramble, like, nah, purposely labbing scenarios over and over and over and over and over again. option selecting, things like this, grappling is gonna get super fucking overpowered. It's gonna get to the point where it's like whether you shoot, punch, kick, fucking spit, there's gonna be some sort of reaction, some sort of option select that is gonna leave you with like 3 or less options to game over. Might just your action and the reaction might put you into an immediate game over scenario where yeah, I could spin this way, I could spin that way, I could fucking pressure out of it, and all those lead to a likely game over scenario or a guaranteed game over scenario. One of my friends he's like, you know, he's casual into like he doesn't train, he's never competed. He's been watching UFC more seriously now because I've been keeping him consistent. He's been watching the WNOs and stuff like this, so he's been getting in a little bit. But one thing that he said is like striking seems a lot like conditioning heavy, and grappling seems really mentally heavy. He's like striking seems like it's who has the best condition, who has the best camp, who came in like the least hurt, which obviously it goes for both. But he's just saying what airs most, and he's saying that. Grappling seems to just be a series of IQ checks.
I'd love to ask him kind of like what his plan was coming into this match, because his passing is really, really great.
We turned him into
if that's specifically what he wanted
a
to
man
test here, or
willing
just
to
seeing
consider
after
the 2-3 years in
what we
Dagestan.
would expect this
I don't
match
think
to
he's
look
going, but
But
you probably look at
maybe
an
we're
average
speaking
kid
over,
and be like, 2-3
most
years
people would be
Dagestan?
looking to
It's an
excel
option in his head
adjustments
now.
with the leg entries, but Taza could be looking to excel in his adjustments in the passing for sure. Dove that
Good
back
scramble.
in there. That was really interesting to fight for inside position, kind of sat through. Now this is a little bit more of what I expected from this match. Taza actually opting to sit down here and maybe enter the legs in his own way. In his own
Powell
way.
just looks bigger, man. How are they the same weight?
He's gonna have to be watching.
Though
out
Taza
for
always
this
had like
for it because the
Taza just always manages to look like the
If he
smaller
were to
guy
sit down
in
now,
any
sit
match he's
back
in,
without
even if he's
finishing this
fucking
out,
fighting a
I mean,
dwarf.
of course he'd be giving up a two.
Okay, so points are now active. Any guard pulls will be met with a penalty.
Oh, now Taza really wants to get up in that ass now.
Will be scored.
Now if he gets to that north-south, he's actually gonna hug in on that. He's like, nah, dude, you gotta make something happen.
Pavel obviously very comfortable with his guard because you see now he's a lot more open, inverting.
We're hearing Lucas Lira in the Williams corner actually calling for passivity for blue. But I think it's difficult right now because they're both somewhat even, right, in their level of offensiveness.
And the responsibility is always on the top player in these situations as well.
Taza just, yeah, looking for the best chance to get in, pressure, see if he can start a pass or anything.
So good, so flexible. That foot is over the top of the hip and the thigh.
Taza almost kind of shuffles himself into this position so this can even happen.
Takes it out actually. Now I think he may have closed that triangle on the
I would love to see another angle of this. Oh, I feel like Taza had that. He was thinking about it, but then he felt Powell's
Yeah, Rolls through something
arm
out.
on his foot, and he was like, nah. He's like, this guy's actually strong as fuck. If I'm gonna like go for a leg submission, I have to make sure I'm isolating him and I'm in the safest possible position while isolating him.
Just about 90 seconds left here.
Yeah, minute 30 left. These guys on the sideline are
There
cheesing.
we go. I think Taza's been hunting that, right? He's been looking to separate the feet to the ground and go to the head.
brief look at chest-to-chest contact there, but not enough to actually consolidate position.
You can see Taza, you know, like kind of Toriano style. He tries to smash the feet up towards the head and then tries to strike them by and go around to the head, but he hasn't been able to have too much success until that last one we just saw a moment ago.
Paweł Jaworski from Poland. The Eurotrash team really is an eclectic mix of European.
Powell seems like a guy where walking around the guard and then just pointing your knee towards his hip and just coming down into him might be like really viable.
Diverse group.
Like there are guys where they're able to just in that open stance just follow you the whole time. So what I like to do is what Taz has been doing, get the hands on, try and shuck while stepping, and then as soon as I can get to, even if I'm halfway to getting halfway around the corner.
Jaworski
I will try and make it so that either I can come down in a position where my knee is going to be parallel with their hip, or it's at least
in the second round.
gonna be in line after I come down, because you know how like when you come down there's like a little pendulum effect when you're kind of stepping down and coming down,
The work
because
rate, the positioning,
depending on how you're coming down one part of your body, you're either gonna come down at the knees first, or you're gonna come down at the head first and the upper body first. Everybody who jumps over the guard, they're coming head first.
it will go to a judge's decision. And this is the first match.
Who do you guys think got that?
Judges have actually been required to render a decision, Kendall.
I think I would give it to Powell, man. I think Taza, yeah, Taza's shaking his head.
The look of frustration on the face of Oliver Taza.
Yeah, I know. He wanted those counter leg locks, and they didn't come to him.
But he shouldn't necessarily be totally disheartened. Many of the guys would have gotten caught in those traps. Many of the guys would have got tapped out without doubt. Taza did everything right technically. He just wasn't able to impose his game. And as we now will go to the official victory, let's hear it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. For your winner by
Judges'
decision,
scorecards.
in the corner representing Eurotrash, how about Jaworski?
Powell got the W. Halky's looking like, I'm still tired from my match.
And Bodoni, we have to think, as the team manager, as the team captain, a little pressure on him now to really take the win against Santeri Lilius. And if he does,
So yeah, we've got Giancarlo now versus Santeri Lilius.
but we've seen upsets already tonight. We could see another one
Of
here.
course, I had to watch my man Giancarlo. Giancarlo Bidosh.
ADCC European Trials winner, ADCC veteran. Very, very solid, very, very capable black belt. Originally from Finland, now lives in Malaga, Spain, where he has his gym, the Scramble Academy.
Giancarlo's out of Spain now?
One thing I noticed is that Santeri's built something really interesting at his
Or is
gym
that
there
Santeri?
in Malaga, and yet
Oh, Santeri's in
the
Malaga.
European Jiu-Jitsu community,
Fuck, sounds nice.
it's very interesting to see how many of the high-level black belts keep really good relations, and they all train together. So you'll often see guys like Owen O'Flanagan, Taylor Perman coming down from London to train in Spain with Santeri. So you've got some of the best of the best. In
Fuck yeah,
Europe.
you got that like anti-staff fucking environment, bro. Especially if that's sunlight, and Matt's got direct sunlight. Fuck yeah.
It's interesting you note that how about Europe because I know a lot of the women there and it's the same. They all live in different regions, but they get together at the same gyms. It's not necessarily their usual home gyms, especially those morning early day sessions. They get together, they travel from far, and they train together because they don't often have a lot of high level people to train with in their home gym. So it's interesting the collaborations that come about for sure.
It's hard to find high-level guys, man, and you're only really as good as the people you train with.
One thing I've seen
You could be better. A guy could train with shitters. Like, if you believe Mikey, he only trained with, like, whites and blue belts for the vast majority of his entire career. Trained out of his garage a lot with just his friends. And that's true, too. If you have the right guys and you're really studying hard, then you can get really fucking good. But if you want to work out the kinks, if you don't just want to beat a guy in a round, you know, and you want to be able to be consistently better, then you need that consistent high-level resistance.
Yeah, Bodoni hit an absolutely beautiful foot sweep, I remember the last time.
And it's kind of like, it's like Plato's fucking, you know, it's like Plato's allegory of the cave, right? Where it's like, what really is high level, right? If you guys are in your like garage and you're studying all these techniques and you're doing super advanced mental models, you know, and you have a guy in that environment who's the best, and you're like, oh yeah, this is like high level. But you have the guy who goes outside of the cave and he's like, dude, like, there's so many practitioners here. And the other guys are like, nah.
Yeah, there we go. Boldone's so strong.
They just don't
He
believe
is
you. It's like, you know.
Once he gets your leg drag, driving that right knee down to the ground, you can see he's super tight cross.
At a certain
right
point,
side.
like, you need to be high level
He's not gonna rush this
is
position.
more
Now
to
that he
be
has-
acknowledged as high level.
Because now that Santeri has both of his knees pointing this way towards the camera or away from the direction he wants them.
And to be acknowledged as high
hips are
level,
gonna
you
start
need
fatigue.
to
But as I say that, man,
impress
great
high level
recovery for
guys,
Santeri.
win in
Santeri
competition
able to
against
bring
people
his
who are perceived
foot
as
over
high level.
Corkscrew footlock.
Ah! Badoni's.
Very much on.
Did you hear that?
A lot of pressure on that foot right there.
That was
You're
serious.
absolutely right. That Santeri was in a deep smash pass position. Giancarlo had a lot of pressure. Getting his right knee back across.
This is what we're doing.
Really.
I guess in this sensitive position.
I wonder how this reset will help. But it goes to show that even in this leg configuration, that Santeri Lilius is going to have to be very careful where he puts his feet because Giancarlo has those counter attacks waiting.
Oh.
Again, pushing down on that leg. Nice footwork from Santeri Lilius.
Gets that isolation. Giancarlo, he's wise to it. Oh, yep, he keeps that leg from keeping him off balance. Giancarlo. Oh, Giancarlo's down on his own shotgun. Jesus Christ, guys. Savage. Savage. Savage.
He's digging for it.
It's not my body on the line. I'm still fucking wincing.
Switches that left hook.
Now with Santeri
behind.
coming up on top like this.
Oh, Giancarlo's playing the bottom. Let's see how good Giancarlo is at creating the isolation versus Santeri.
His leg free from what looks like an Aoki.
Yeah, this is a little tricky because I think it's going to be hard for him to free his foot, but if they do consider that the submission is not in continuous attack, they'll call it. You can see Giancarlo's trying to,
Oh, nice. But Giancarlo gets up. He's like, no, I'm not going to stay in a bad position. Fuck that.
That extremely well timed. Yeah, Giancarlo Baldoni didn't
Good first
concede
round,
any
man.
points.
Proper first round. These guys are having a fucking blowout already, as compared to the other matches so far.
He took that round 2-0.
Yeah, instead of leaving a draw, because that was a very different feeling going into the second round.
Gotta get Big Dan to fan the guys down.
1 minute reset. Here's a look at that single leg earlier.
His fanning technique's probably better than his jiu-jitsu
He'd actually
technique.
gone for
Hit me up, Big Dan.
another takedown. I think might have been an upper body takedown. Oh no, excuse me, it was a 2-on-1 throw attempt.
Don't like
there,
what I said?
and then
Let's
switched
get it
off to that
poppin'.
Single after the defense ran the pipe, sat him down, and that was really solid defense. A really solid finish there. And then came right in. There were a lot of different passing attempts here. This one came off of Santeri's own offense, right, with the leg lock positions. Led Giancarlo to some leg tracks. And then that last up there, Santeri almost was able to put 2 points on the board. Giancarlo came back with 2 skis, so he didn't establish top position.
One thing we can say certain about Giancarlo Baldoni, he's a very experienced competitor, and you never see Giancarlo flustered.
No.
He's always calm, always composed. You really see anybody kind of take him out of his rhythm or getting his head. I mean, Santeri as well. They're very evenly matched, I feel. You see Giancarlo is the one with the credentials, 2-time ADCC champion. Santeri, the underdog in this match, but
Now they're just standing up, sizing each other up.
Giancarlo Baldoni originally got his black belt from Lucas Lepri, training with him, I believe, from purple to black.
Lukey Leppy.
And then, after competing for a year or 2 as a black belt in the gi, made the switch over to no gi, and through his relationship with the BJJ Fanatics team, met John Danaher, and obviously made that move to Austin, Texas, and has been training with him now for, I want to say 4 or 5 years at this point.
I wonder if Giancarlo's going to Kingsway.
Out of that.
Like, what happens? What's going on with New Wave? Is New Wave at Roca just over now? It was it DDS in
Nice snap attempts there.
in Puerto Rico? In Puerto Rico, was it DDS or was it already New Wave?
Yeah.
Or was there no distinction until
I'm surprised to see Santeri sit.
Puerto Rico was over?
It wasn't like he didn't have, decent looks at Giancarlo's legs.
But yeah, I noticed I was kind of looking here for a confirmation from either if like Giancarlo was officially recognized as like he's a part of Kingsway or something like that. I know Davis Asare or David Asare, I forget his name, like the Finnish kid. He might be Norwegian. He was listed as Kingsway in UFC BJJ, so.
The way he's rotating is very smart, driving his knee into the belly and kind of backstepping towards Santeri's face.
Toe holds from Giancarlo Bordoni on the free leg.
Yeah, this can get strong finishes, but it also can just be enough to release the attack from the bottom player as well. Kind of reset the
Also, you
position.
got to think about the amount of time these guys have just been like, I'm not tapping, I need this.
All the way on top of the shoulder now.
God, so I can only imagine how much floatiness is there in their leg. Jesus Christ. How he's like, wow. This guy actually got him off. Hey, he got him. This jiu-jitsu shit's crazy. Giancarlo just fucking showing him what for.
Oh, I love the way that Giancarlo switched his hips there, driving his weight through his right hip onto that knee shield of Santeri Lilias.
Giancarlo just sticking on him, constantly walking around his body. He's turning him this way, he's walking that way. He's turning him this way, he's walking this way. He's just staying on top. He's just dog walking him. It's like he's looking at a fucking CAD file, bro. He's flipping that shit around.
Made a big difference, I think, in the early defense of the back take itself.
Oh.
It's very.
This is what Giancarlo wanted. Oh, it's a cross. He's gonna kill him with that.
Finish. Yep, man.
Giancarlo Bordoni secures the overall victory for Elite
Good stuff.
Elite team with second round submission.
I mean, listen, Santeri, not to fucking put down this dude at all. He literally lives in Spain. I live in fucking Canada. Like, come on. I'm jealous of the guy. Like, and look at his tattoos. Like, he won the tattoo battle just from this distance. But man, Giancarlo.
I mentioned earlier about Giancarlo's composure, about his calm demeanor when he competes. So methodical in his approach. Now, final match in the 70-kilogram division. Dante Leon against Marcus.
Okay, had to watch Dante Leon. Honestly, we're gonna like end it with fucking Dante Leon, cause yeah, like I said, this event is super fucking long. We're gonna get back at it though. We're gonna watch all of Aiga. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, this dual matchup.
I don't want to get too far lacking. I recently, like, for like June, I pretty much took all of June off of jiu-jitsu just because, like, I had a knee injury from like a prior knee injury, and like I kind of like shot kind of fucked up on my knee, and it felt like I re-injured like that part of my leg that was injured before, and like just shooting super hard on my knee just kind of reactivated it. So I like to take time off, you know. I like to be fucking healthy. I don't like to gas it. Like, I have absolutely no reason to, like, you know, just be a dog, be a fucking full demon about it. But yeah, no, I've been back now for like a week and a half, coming up on 2 weeks. No, like coming up on a week and a half. And yeah, it feels good. I'm shooting on it. People were trying to isolate my shit and break it. Wasn't working. Nobody found the tap.
So not just successful, but so fun to watch because wherever he's at, he can be very dangerous. And another thing to note about Dante, and we've heard this before, is he has to do a pretty big weight cut to get to this weight class. But
I know, look at him, man.
Professional athletes that you ever meet, not just down to the weight cut, but the way that he trained, his mindset.
And from what I understand, Dante likes to stay big, man, because I've seen him way bigger before, and he was mad about being small. I'm like, all right, bro.
Yeah. When I hear from people.
Dante, this is another guy I'd love to train with. This guy feels like it's super accessible to me. I just need to continue to train.
Heavy pressure here on that top.
I want to train more.
Shield from Marcus.
Been training for about a year
And
now,
you can see Dante
and I've been
Use
training
his
like
hips
2
to
days a
apply pressure
week.
to the shin and keep the heel collapse to the hamstring.
I've been doing
And he'll switch his sides.
2 no-gi classes a day, like class segments. Then I'll usually do 2 hours of rolling. I do that on Thursdays as well. No-gi. For the first month I trained jiu-jitsu. I was doing 3 days, so I was doing Monday as well. So I was doing the Monday gi day, and I was doing 2 hours of class, 1 hour of rolling. That was my regular schedule. I stopped that a month after because I just wasn't that interested in the gi. It's fun sometimes, like so, maybe I might want to roll in the gi, like, you know.
Yeah, that's a great way to describe his passing, buddy.
If I ever do. But, like, oh, Dante's, he's in on this leg. Oh, what was that? The groin? That was groin? Side knee bar? What was that? Good shit, Dante Leon. Yeah, but 2 days training mainly, and then, like, from time to time, if the guys in the gym and the outside are like, yo, we're gonna, like, go fucking hard, like, this Saturday open mat, this Sunday open mat, I'll be like, alright, let's fucking go hard, broski. But as of, like, before I took the month off jiu-jitsu, the month before that, I had a gi competition coming up. My coach wanted me to do a comp in the gi, so I was doing Monday class as well. Went back to doing gi. Spoiler alert, I won the tournament. Didn't lose a single round, didn't get scored on once. It was 215 plus ultra heavyweight division. Took the gold. That was great. Yeah, 2 days a week is just, I want to up it. What I actually want to do is, I want to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then try and consistently come in on a Saturday or a Sunday. Thursday, I might shave off an hour of my rolling time. In fact, I might shave an hour and a half off my rolling time. I'll do 2-hour classes, then I'll go roll for like 30 minutes. Then I'll go hop into the Muay Thai class because, like, I want to start striking now. After I've done a year of grappling. I have a year's worth of grappling sense. I won't say it's any level of competency, but just a year's worth of just being in the fire. Yeah, I want to learn how to punch, kick, clinch, knee, these kind of things. I've had, like, MMA fights with my dogs before. We'll just set them up in the park or whatever. But yeah, I just want to consistently train Muay Thai now. I still want to focus grappling, but I really want to hone in on my striking for this year. Depending on how I feel about striking, I might weight the training.
With a score of 5-2, and advance into the next round. Let's cheer for your winners, Williams Elite Team.
Shout out, shout out. Yeah. I want to do MMA, so I gotta start blending the two. I started with grappling because after examining everything, I thought having a grappler space was good. Now that I've been into it, like there's a guy who just turned pro in my gym. There's another guy who's thinking of going pro, and yeah, he's been talking about how it's like he doesn't even think that starting with one sport is good anymore. He thinks that you should just train MMA. And then really what you should be doing is training for your opponents more than anything. Like, build your MMA base and your MMA sense enough that you can develop your style and your flow. And that'll come with fights as well and everything. But he's like, yeah, just like coach fight camp means everything is fighting to the opponent. Like, specifically building yourself for the opponent, not building too many habits. Like single sport habits. Yeah, I want to become more complete as a fighter. That would be nice. But shoutouts to the guys. Shoutouts to the freaking White M's. Aiga. I think that was just 65 kilogram or whatever. No, that wasn't 65 kilogram. That was like a distribution of weight teams. And now they're going to move on. Alright, guys, that was great. That wasn't even all the matches for today. There's still like another half of the day left. So we'll get back to that when I feel like it, because as much as I've always felt this way about sports, they're much more fun to play than they are to watch. I still feel that way about grappling. It's still more fun to grapple than it is to watch like a Gordon Ryan super fight. It's still more fun to play a 3v3 of basketball on a court than to watch like a basketball game or watch like a 3v3 with like some of the athletes on YouTube or something. That can be entertaining. I'm just saying, like, obviously it's more fucking enthralling to be doing it yourself. So after about like a fucking hour plus of watching grappling right now, all I really want to do is like hit the mats myself, you know, fucking shoot my takedown, fucking hit my esteemas. Alright guys, listen, fucking stay safe. You guys know what it is. Watch out for Hep B. If you're traveling, don't forget to consult your general practitioner. You may need some shots. Shout out, guys. And congrats to the Williams whatever guys, whatever their team name is.